Trump intends to enact a national sales tax that would raise prices on middle-class families by $4,000 a year. We will pass a tax cut that will benefit more than 100 million Americans.
Every month, this Airbnb pays me about $2,700 in semi-passive income.
Can you hear? Can y'all hear me now? Damn, my bad. That what was going on. I was wondering why people weren't tuning in. Okay, for sure. So thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome to Bosstiviti World Podcast, where Bosstiviti is the activity of every boss in high pursuit. Hey man, some more charges just came up on Diddy. Diddy just got another set of charges brought up on him by the whole nother state. Now Texas has brought up a whole nother civil suit against Diddy. Today they have brought to the table the whole formula. It is names unknown. They haven't revealed the names, but they have gave us similar situations to reveal who it is. We know who one or two of them is who are in the lawsuit. However, Diddy got new charges now. So not only do Diddy have the charges in Manhattan with the racketeering, with the sex trafficking, and also with the transportation of human beings and male sex workers. Not only do Diddy have those charges in Manhattan, but just today, y'all, just today, Diddy has another set of charges brought up on him in Texas. This guy right here, he is a lawyer from the Ava Law Group Incorporation. And he's the law firm who have received over 100 clients who has a lawsuit against Diddy. He represent all 100 of them. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to him a little bit. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Thank you for tuning in.
This isn't my first rodeo, but victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone. There is a great strength in numbers. You can seek redress. You can obtain justice. We can help you, and we will help you. That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call that we receive. We have had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration. For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos, texts. We check venues, we check dates. We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit. We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy. These cases are hard to prove. Many times it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack. We know what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly. I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of behavior wasn't so pervasive. But it is what it is, so we will press on. As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group,
Okay, so y'all heard that.
identifies African American, 30%.
They say there is 60 women and 60 men. Excuse my eye, I just put some eye drops in. There are 60 women, 60 men who have brought charges up, civil charges up against Diddy, y'all. 60 men and 60 women. And they want money. It's all civil matters. So this is the thing. I want y'all to look at the title of this live. Diddy is making bond. I don't care what y'all say, what y'all see. If y'all still believe this, it don't matter these charges in Texas. Diddy is gonna make bond. See, this is a game. This is the new game. Watch what's finna happen. Diddy finna make bond. It say, why so many people at the same time? He cooked.
Are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California.
How much you want to bet he gonna make bond?
Georgia and Florida.
He gonna be confined to his house, man.
All right, so listen up. State Farm.
He is not gonna be in jail the whole time while he is going through this trial. You think he gonna be sitting in jail the whole time? Not a billionaire. A billionaire is not gonna be sitting there. Why did? Y'all think why did? I'm gonna go live when it happened. I get about another week or two. He gonna be ready. They setting up the ordeal now. If you think Diddy ain't gonna make bond, you're a fool. But they gonna confine him to his home. They already been talking about a glimpse of the conditions of his bond, if he was to get out. So, who all feel like Diddy gonna get out? Go ahead and.
The victims when the conduct occurred. It's shocking. The youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. You have an individual who was 14 years old. You have one who was 15.
Okay, so listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen to me very carefully. So in this new case that just came up in Texas, right? They saying that some of the Diddy victims are 9 years old. Some of Diddy victims are 14, 15, 16 years old in the cases in Texas. These are some hell of an accusation. Check this out, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
The 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way to this year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time. Now, when you think about the fact that some of this conduct occurred 25 years ago, and you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward, I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them. I'll use New York, the state of New York as an example. The state of New York has specific statutes in place that revive claims, that are even claims that would typically be not able to be brought, that revive such claims, and they can be brought even 25 to 30 years later. Because there's a recognition there in New York and California and other states that it's very difficult for a victim to come forward. And I would respectfully suggest the only reason many of these people are coming forward because they see other victims coming forward. And it gives them some comfort that, hey, I won't be the only one. And I expect more victims will come forward. You know, there's an old saying, It says, a lie has great.
So some victims of Diddy is children, bro. What y'all think about that? They got people who case. Okay, so this law firm right here got people who cases they have taken that told them that they was 9 years old when Diddy raped them. That told them they were 14. Some done told them they was 15 years old when Diddy raped them. This is the new case, y'all. This is crazy. But so for those of y'all who just tuning in, welcome to Bosstivity World Podcast, where Bosstivity is the activity of every boss in high pursuit. Today, Diddy has a new set of civil suits on him today, as of today. Right here in Texas, this lawyer right here, guy, he is the owner of the law firm. They have accepted over 100 cases against Diddy. They have accepted over 100 cases against Diddy, claiming that Diddy have been having sex with 14-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds. This guy right here is the leader of the law firm who accepted the case. He accepted over 100 cases in Texas, civil suits against Diddy. And they just announced a couple hours ago that they damn, my bad, y'all. Do y'all think that, okay, so this guy right here, he is the lawyer who accepted the case. He has over 100 some cases against Diddy in Texas. This is the new guy. This the new guy he's the owner of the law firm, Ava Law Group Incorporation. And he have accepted over 100 cases of civil suits against Diddy in Texas. These are new cases, new situations, y'all. And so in these accusations, they say that Diddy raped 9-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. That's what this guy just said live on TV. I didn't say it, y'all. This guy right here said it, y'all. This brother right here said it right here on the TV that Diddy raped 9-year-olds. He raped 14-year-olds. If y'all want to hear it, I go play it back. Just hit it, say in the comments, play it back if you want to hear that part where he say Diddy raped 9-year-olds and 14-year-olds. But for those of y'all who tuning in, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, show love to the channel. Today I'm giving y'all the updates on Diddy, the Diddler. Okay. Okay, so okay, y'all want to play me? Y'all want me to play it back when he said that? Here you go. Hold on. I'm finna play it back now. You hell wetback. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna play it back now.
The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack. We know what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly. I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of behavior wasn't so pervasive. But it is what it is, so we will press on. As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point
Okay.
to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs.
120 individuals.
In this group, it is evenly divided between males and females.
Listen.
60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims.
60 males and 60 females, y'all. Listen now.
In this group, 62% identifies African American, 30% are white, and the remainder Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida.
Okay.
I want to focus on the ages of these victims. When you talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence.
Hold on, y'all. I'm finna make it louder for y'all so y'all can hear it. All right, here we go, y'all. Listen to what he about to say. He's saying their youngest victim is he telling you how old he is now, y'all. Here we go.
It's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
Hit that subscribe button, y'all.
The complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time. Now, when you think about the fact that some of this conduct occurred 25 years ago, and you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward, I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them. I'll use New York, the state of New York, as an example. The state of New York has specific statutes in place that revive claims that are even claims that would typically be not able to be brought, that revive such claims, and they can be brought even 25 to 30 years later. Because there's a recognition there in New York and California and other states that it's very difficult for a victim to come forward. And I would respectfully suggest the only reason many of these people are coming forward because they see other victims coming forward. And it gives them some comfort that, hey, I won't be the only one. And I expect more victims will come forward. You know, there's an old saying, it says, a lie has great speed, but truth has endurance. The acts complained of in these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles, or in Florida, primarily in Miami. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they call the puppy party, the all-white party, although several of these events occurred at auditions. Many times, especially young people wanting to break into the industry, were coerced into this type of conduct in the promise of being made a star, or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape or even let them read for Sean Combs. You should know that Some of this behavior occurred at well-known venues in New York City. Some of this behavior occurred at private residences of people that we all know. Some of this behavior occurred at hotels that we're all familiar with. You should know that more than 55% of the victims filed reports, reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals. We're in the process of collecting with our team assistants, medical records, reports that were made to the authorities, and I've already said that some of the individuals in this group did in fact talk to the FBI. You should know that several of the individuals, and when I say several, I mean many, who did in fact seek medical treatment were drug tested, and drugs were found in their system, weird drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine, or trank, which, based on our research, is known as a horse tranquilizer. Now, there's been a lot of reports that we're filing a class action. This is not a class action. Class action is when one or two people file a case on behalf of a group of people. That's not this. These cases will be individual cases. Each case will live and die on its own merit. These cases will be filed individually, one plaintiff against whoever the defendants were involved in the case. Each case may be filed in one venue like California, another case may be filed in New York. One case may sue just Sean Combs, but multiple other people. One case may sue a range of people. I would expect most, though, to be filed, as I said, in New York and Los Angeles. Now, I know this. Many of you came here.
Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Hit that like button for me.
Believing that I may start naming names. That day will come, but it won't be today. The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you.
He ain't burned out yet.
Cases, there are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are.
I'm not rich as hell.
So they say they gonna bring each case up individual. This is not a class action lawsuit. This is an individual suit. So all 120 people are suing Diddy individually. He got to go through 120 some different trials. Diddy got to go through 120 some different trials and try to beat all of them. Ain't that something? They taking this brother through the most. They trying to make sure he go down up under the bridge. Ain't that something? Jay-Z going down. Well, yeah, they want their money like me. For sure. But man, for those of y'all who just tuning in, welcome to Bosstivity World Podcast, where Bosstivity is the activity of every boss in high pursuit. Please hit that subscribe button right there, y'all. Hit that like button. Show love to the channel. We're talking about the updates on Diddy. Diddy have officially have a new civil suits, 120 civil suits on him. And I got 120 people on the live. Ain't that something? Diddy got 120 people suing him individually, collectively. What is going on, y'all? Did Justin Bieber give up to, I don't know, bro. Bruce Rivers CDR shit, he probably won't have to if I remember, there was a motion where he is probably hit and they're going to be globalized or something like that. Respect. So, man, y'all subscribe to the channel for me. I need y'all to subscribe to the channel, man. I need about 20 more subscribers, man. I need 20 more subscribers, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna turn the video back on for those of y'all who were watching the video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for me. Thank you, people. God bless you.
Willing participants in vile conduct. As we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These defendants will not only include individuals,
Thank you so much.
but also include corporate entities.
Thank you for subscribing, Puff Daddy.
Off of this culture and behavior. I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels. We know that many of these individuals were paid cash. We know that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused, or they're witnessing other people being assaulted and abused and then paid and threatened and told to leave. Typically paid 10 grand in cash and told to leave. And then threatened as they were leaving. So in addition to Sean Combs, you should know the defendants in these cases we're going to file will include anyone, of course, who engaged in the assault or exploitation, anyone who participated in such in any way, anyone who encouraged or facilitated this conduct, anyone who was in the room and watched it happen but made no effort to stop it, any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on.
Hit that subscribe button for me, y'all. Hit that like button.
Any individual or entity who knew about the conduct and benefited from it, but did nothing to report it or stop it. And any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up. These people who know who they are should just come forward now. I would imagine, as we speak here, there are a myriad of people who are very nervous. You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever. I would expect there are many people out there right now who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data. Now, although these are, in fact, individual cases, there is a common...
Hit that subscribe button for me, y'all.
Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink. Typically, that drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something. Once that drink takes effect, the perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims, many times passing him or her around as other people watch and enjoy the show, and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened.
Okay.
When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Sometimes there are threats of all physical violence or financial repercussions or bodily harm. The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent sexual assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a controlled substance, false imprisonment, compelling prostitution, sexual misconduct, dissemination of video recordings, false imprisonment, sexual abuse of minors.
Hit
Given
that
the large
subscribe
volume of
button,
cases,
y'all.
and given our other docket obligations, and given the fact that we want to be sure when we file these cases that they are fully vetted, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days. Now, it's rare, sexual abuse, sexual exploitation, this type of activity is pervasive in our society, and it's rare we get a chance where we can really focus on this as a country and really focus on this about how pervasive this is and what we can, as collectively can do about it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity before I go into some of the individual cases and talk about some of the individual claims being made and some of the, so you'll get a sense of what this 120 people group looks like individually. I want to bring forward Carrie Paul. She was a national victim advocate who helps victims who have been victimized by this type of conduct. And she has some important words, and I hope you'll pay close attention. I think it's important that you hear from her.
Hello, I'm Carrie Paul, the National Victim Advocate. It's not easy for any survivor to come forward. Our culture doesn't believe survivors. It blames and questions them. Instead of showing support, many choose to enable abusers. The media runs
Hit that
stories
subscribe button,
asking
y'all.
why it took so long for survivors to come forward, instead of asking what barriers exist. We also don't equip law enforcement with the ability to handle sexual assault crimes. Lack of funding translates to lack of training.
Okay.
We have officers in the field that don't know what to say to a rape victim, and also an alarming amount of backlogged, untested rape kits. Prosecutors are focused on what they can prove in a case, and if so, how to do that at time of trial. Advocates and staff are stretched thin with growing caseloads in the criminal justice system. Most people don't know how the criminal justice works in general.
We need a small business loan fast.
I got
He should get out on bond, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all think Diddy's something to play with, but they owe him favors enough to let him out on bond. I'm telling y'all what I know. Diddy is gonna make bond. You might as well hold it in your pocket. If you don't think Diddy is not gonna get out and taste freedom one more time, you're a fool. They owe him that. So they gonna take everything he got, but they gonna let him out on bond. But for those of y'all who just tuning in, welcome to Bosstivity World Podcast, where Bosstivity is the activity of every boss in high pursuit. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I ain't come to stay that much. I just wanted y'all to know that Diddy has a new set of civil suits against him. 120 different accounts. Not a I forgot what they call it. Not a civil suit for many people, individual suit. So stay tuned. I told y'all I'm gonna keep y'all updated on what's going on with Diddy. If you all want to stay in tune with Diddy, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. I got about 5 more minutes before I get out of here. I need about 18 more peoples to hit that subscribe button for me so I can have 50 likes, 50 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button for me, y'all. Show love to the channel. I'm finna let y'all finish this video before we go. Hold on.
I want you now to hear from my co-counsel, Andrew Van Arsdale. We've created a sexual abuse hotline, and I want him to visit with us just a few moments about how that works and the kind of volume of calls we've received.
Thank you, Tony. Like Tony said, my name is Andrew Van Arsdale. I'm the managing partner of ABA Law Group. We have offices in California, Montana, and North Carolina. To build off of what you just so well said, it's very hard to come forward. And given what we've experienced the past 10 days is really unprecedented in my career, at least. We represent thousands.
Association Against Sexual Assault, and let her visit with you a few moments about these types of cases.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Q Olivia Rivers. I am just served my 6th year as the board chair for the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault. I'm also the CEO for the Bridge Over Troubled Waters, which is a local rape crisis center here in the Houston area. So thank you for being here as we address these heinous crimes. Sexual assault is not just a crime of violence against the body. It's an assault on the very essence of human dignity and safety. It shatters lives, it destroys confidence, and all too often, it leaves survivors feeling like they are voiceless, isolated, and vulnerable. The reality
Hit that
for many
subscribe button,
survivors
y'all.
is that coming forward to report their assault is one of the most difficult and daunting tasks that they will ever have to do. And for some, it may take days, months, or even years to speak up, if they ever do. The reasons for this have been mentioned, but include the fear of being disbelieved, being blamed or judged, and of course, retaliation. The trauma of the assault itself being compounded by the trauma of the criminal justice process, where survivors must relive their experience in order to seek justice. And these feelings and fears are further exacerbated when the allegations are against prominent figures in the entertainment industry or Hollywood. Cases involving powerful figures often attract significant media attention, which can deter victims from coming forward.
Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Hit that like button.
The intense focus on these
Not yet, Missy.
cases can make survivors feel that their personal lives are being put under a microscope, causing further emotional distress. These allegations mentioned here today, as reported, reflect deeply troubling claims that deserve thorough investigation, and no individual, regardless of their stature, is above the law or public accountability. Sadly, the statistics paint a very disturbing picture. According to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 6 men will experience some form of sexual violence in their lifetime. In the US alone, there are approximately 463,000 victims of rape or sexual assault.
Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Hit that like button.
Scratch the surface, as sexual violence remains one of the most underreported crimes. But the numbers that follow tell an even more troubling story. Only about 23% of sexual assaults are reported to law enforcement. Of those, just 5% lead to arrest.
What up, what
and
up?
even fewer, less than 1% of reported cases ever result in a conviction, which is a devastating gap between the crime and the justice that survivors deserve.
No, not yet, Brian.
According to the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, 6.3 million Texans, men and women, will experience some form of violence. That's every 2 minutes, someone is sexually assaulted. Meaning, during the course of this press conference, around 60 individuals will forever be changed by this violence. And those are just a few of the victims.
Thank you so much, Missy, for the subscribe.
Obviously, this is unacceptable. We cannot allow this cycle of silence and inaction to continue. We have to create an environment where survivors feel empowered to come forward, where they are met with empathy and respect and support, not skepticism and blame. We have to ensure that our legal system is equipped to handle these cases with the seriousness they deserve, and that survivors have access to the resources that they need beyond the legal courtroom. We have to address the root causes of this epidemic: prevention, awareness, and fostering environments where respect, consent, and safety are non-negotiable values. Additionally, support for survivors has to be holistic. They have to have access to counseling, medical services, legal advocacy, and of course, community support, regardless of whether they choose to report or not.
Okay, y'all. I'm finna get out of here. It's over with for me, y'all. I'm finna go to sleep. It's 2 o'clock, y'all. So I'll see y'all in 12 hours. I'll be back at 2 o'clock this evening. Please hit that subscribe button. If anybody got any questions, please come on with your questions real quick. Please hit that subscribe button, support the channel, be a good person today. It don't cost a fraction of a cent, y'all. If y'all don't have no questions, I'm out of here. Take care of yourself. Make sure you pray before you go to sleep. Be strong, people. Get ready for the play. The biggest play is happening next. Okay, Missy, thank you so much. Please follow the the Instagram page also. It's the same name as this page. Please follow the YouTube page, y'all. It's the same name as this page. The Instagram. Adrian, I'm out of here, Adrian Duran. Take care of yourselves, man. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. I'm gone.